Welcome back, dearies, to Sinfully Desilicious. In addition to this month's theme of homemade sauces, next comes my favorite, much relished nachos cheese sauce with a bonus instant salsa. The silky, smooth, creamy cheese sauce, which couples with tangy, spicy, refreshing salsa. These two, topped on the crunchy, crispy tortilla chips, makes it the most demanded chips and dip dish in parties. Now let's get into the recipe. We are going to start with the preparation of the roux. What is roux? Roux is an equal proportion of flour and fat cooked together. It's used as a thickening agent for gravy, soups, sauces, and stews. The flour is mixed in the melted fat, blended until smooth, and other ingredients are added to get the desired consistency and texture. Traditionally, roux is made of all-purpose flour, but I replaced it with wheat flour as a healthy version. Believe me, it tastes the same as all-purpose flour. I can say this sauce as an upgraded version of bechamel sauce. It can also be referred to as Mornay sauce, a French bechamel-based sauce, or an English cheddar sauce. Now I'm going to share the tips and tricks to get the best sauce. It implies to bechamel sauce as well. First, the ratio of fat to flour to milk should be 1:1:10. Continuous stirring of flour in the fat is essential as it prevents scorching of the flour. This stirring is a must for at least 2 minutes or till the raw smell of flour goes, which also prevents lumping of flour when milk is added. It's better if you add warm milk, which ensures even dissolving of roux with no lumps. If you prefer your sauce to be spiced up, you can amplify its taste by seasoning with pepper powder, red chili powder, jalapeno and dry herbs. Adding garlic and sauteing in butter takes the sauce up a notch. You can check my bechamel or white sauce, which is a flawless recipe to make your white pasta or bechamel sauce pasta. You can use cheeses like American cheddar, Monterey Jack, Colby Jack, and mozzarella. Literally any cheese which melts to form a smooth and creamy sauce will suffice. Always prefer the cheese block to pre-shredded cheese, as these shredded ones have anti-caking additives which will hinder the smooth melting of cheese into the sauce and imparts a powdery, grainy texture to your sauce. Choose between mild cheddar and sharp cheddar of your choice. I tried both. Each had its own color, flavor, and texture. As the name indicates, mild cheddar was mild in its flavor, while sharp was very intense in its cheesy flavor. While adding the cheese, either switch off the flame or maintain low flame to ensure even and smooth melting and to avoid grainy texture to your sauce. Now let's get into the world of salsa. Salsa in Spanish refers to any kind of sauces which are used as condiments, dips, filling, even as a salad dressing. It's so indispensable in Latin American cuisine. You can also check my vegetarian tacos and authentic Mexican salsa, which I have posted early. I also use salsa as a condiment in my fusion cooking like tacos golcapas under my kitchen category. Salsa can be prepared raw or cooked, but I always prefer the cooked method as I want the garlic and onion to be sauteed to get rid of the pungent raw flavor. This is a vegan-friendly diet as well. I made this instant salsa with the available ingredients at home. It can be prepared in 5 minutes so quickly that even if you have some unplanned guest at home, it's so handy. The key ingredient in this salsa is tomato ketchup, which instantly adds to the taste and texture. As any other regular salsa, it can be used as a filling in any of your authentic Mexican dishes, or you can creatively use it as a filling in any of your leftover dishes such as my tacos golcapas, palaks or spinach tacos, which you can see under my kitchen secrets category. Are you curious to know what are these tacos golcapas? This is one of my leftover fusion cooking. I just had leftover salsa and refried beans. I stuffed them into my leftover pani puris. Then I topped it with cheese and I heated it in the microwave or air fryer to melt it. Finally, I drizzled it with tomato ketchup. Your tiny one-bite tacos golcapas are ready to serve. Similarly, I made palak tacos using my leftover palak puri dough. I stuffed it with refried beans, salsa, colored capsicums, cheese like any other tacos. You can find these two interesting recipes, tacos golgappas and palak or spinach tacos, under Kitchen Secrets in my website. Coming back to this instant salsa, it has a storage life of at least a week since its cooked version. It can also be prepared a day before and can be used in the recipes the next day. Salsa is made with firm and ripened tomatoes. You can either go for Roma or bunch tomatoes according to your availability. Here I used canned pineapples because they impart sweetness as they are soaked in sugar syrup. Try with fresh pineapple also, but it may impart bitterness with time. With these two homemade accompaniments, nachos cheese sauce and instant salsa, I transformed tortilla chips into a simple veg-loaded nachos. Loaded nachos are also known as oven-baked nachos, sheet pan nachos or tray-baked nachos. I made a simple and veggie version of it. You can create your own toppings and fillings with meat such as sausages, pepperoni or ground beef. Here I loaded my veggie nachos with colored bell peppers, jalapenos, salsa and garnished with cheddar and mozzarella cheese to melt in the oven, finally drizzled with creamy cheese sauce. There is no hard and fast rule for the quantity of the ingredients I added in this loaded nachos, because it purely depends upon the size of the dish you take and the number of layerings you do. So I gave an approximated measurement for the ingredients I used. Feel free to manipulate the ingredients and the quantity according to your requirements. If you don't have corn chips or tortilla chips for your nachos, feel free to use any veggies lying around your kitchen as a base for your nachos. You can use veggies like cauliflower, zucchini, sweet potato, bell peppers. Why not even lettuce wraps as a base for your nachos? It will become a healthier version too. Make sure you consume the baked nachos immediately as they will turn soggy over time. Also drizzle cheese sauce or any such liquid toppings at the time of serving. If you don't have oven or you don't want to do loaded nachos, forget the idea about baking. You can also have it as a platter of chips and dip, served with creamy cheesy sauce, tangy salsa and spicy jalapenos. This nachos cheese sauce, apart from being a dip, is also used as topping or dressing over salads, baked veggies and chicken, steamed veggies, soft pretzels and even on tacos, which makes this sauce handy. For more such interesting recipes and leftover secrets, visit my website Sinfully Desilicious. When I discovered cooking, I discovered myself, and so can you.